Hi everyone. I don't really know how I want to start off today's video, but I do know that I just want to speak. I do know that I want to create a space where others can reflect, where others can feel. I know that I want to create something beautiful today. This video can start in one of two ways. I could talk about my life and what it means to me. I can talk about the different experiences that I go through and that I have endured. Whatever is transcribed through this video, whether it's visually, verbally, or energetically, I want the viewer, most importantly, to take something away from this. I want you to feel some kind of love, some kind of freedom throughout my creations. I want you to find some kind of joy while I just simply be free through color. I think the most important thing today that I have learned is that it's okay to be fearful of beginning. I was meant to create this art for a little minute now. But I was so scared on how I wanted to begin. I was so scared how I wanted it to go. I was trying to find the formula for it and trying to find, okay, how do I continue and remain myself while also creating beauty? What does that look like? How is that transcribed? How will one relate? In all honesty, you'll never know until you just do it. I think for so long in my life, I always tried to find some kind of answer. I always tried to find some kind of way of validating what I knew I wanted to do without actually just starting it and doing it. And for a long time, that right there put me in so much turmoil. It stopped me from so many beginnings because I had the fear of just doing it. You're not going to always know the answer. You're not going to always know where you should begin or how you should begin. And I think that is the beauty in creation. Is not knowing where or what or how something may be transcribed to the masses, but simply just respecting that dream that you have for yourself and that being enough for what it is that you are wanting to do in your life. I think if we spend our time in our lives waiting on someone to validate our experiences, waiting on someone to validate our dreams, we'll never get anywhere. I will never get anywhere. My whole life has been a testimony of truly just trusting myself. And I really believe that I am still tested to this day as to how much I truly believe in myself. Not because someone has told me this, not because someone has has validated my experiences, has validated my thoughts, but because I simply, truly believe. It's something I'm still learning how to do. It's something I'm still learning how to appreciate. If you come from my TikTok, I think a lot of people view me as someone who has all the answers. If you come from any of my other social accounts, I think you guys view me as a creator. I will hope so. But in all actuality, I'm a human just like you. And the things that I do, the things that I create, the things that I'm trying to bring down from my mind into the earth is simply just a space where we all can feel some kind of love, where we all can feel some kind of freedom, where we all can feel some kind of joy, and truly like truly feel it though. For so long in my life, I finally reached a point where I am truly happy. And it's happiness not from anyone, not from what someone has told me, but from just what I'm simply experiencing, which is this beautiful life that I get to call mine. And if I never do the things that I say I want to do, if I never allow myself to simply just experience what that could be, what that could look like, I'm doing such a disservice to myself. If I don't just allow myself to create something and let the outcome be the outcome, then I am simply disservicing myself. And that's something that I don't want to do. I don't want to be someone who never finds out if what he wanted to do was actually meant for him. I never want to be one of those people who never got the chance to just test out the theory of creation and see how far that gets him. I think I always, deep down, wanted to experience some kind of sovereignty that I created within myself. When I look back at all the dreams that I had, when I look back at all the things that I wanted to do, and how I let fear stop me, I never want that to be my destiny. I never want that to be my story. I want to be the person that actually tried. I want to be the person that actually tried to do something beautiful with his life. And not because it will validate my experience, not because it will make me feel as if I am empowered, but simply because I had a dream and I decided to go after it. And that's the beautiful thing about being human. We all have dreams. We all have aspirations. We all have thoughts but we all share one thing in common. We share the fear that if we go after it and fail, whatever failure may mean to you, then we did it for nothing. If we put ourselves on that line to actually create something beautiful and it doesn't go the way that we want it to, then that gives people the right to say and dictate our lives and say whatever they want. But I think the main thing that we miss is how validating it will be for ourselves to simply allow our lives to be what we want them to be. Even if fear is involved, even if we believe or we think or there's something stopping us or holding us back, you simply giving yourself that self appreciation to just try, I think is so warm and it's so beautiful, and it should be something that is appreciated more with oneself. No, we may not have all the answers. No, we may not have it right all the time. But what we could do is control our reaction to when things aren't as what we want them to be. And simply take into light that just maybe, this experience was meant to play out this way. Removing those expectations for something to instantly be a hit or something to instantly relate to others, and just appreciating the fact that you even had the mind to create what it is that you created. And that's the beauty that I found with my art, is that it may not mean anything to you. It may not transcribe your reality, but it transcribes mine's. It helps me turn my thoughts into something validating. It helps me turn my life experience into a visual manuscript of what I see, what I look at, and how it makes me feel. Of course, I hope to be someone special. Of course, I hope to change lives and make a change in this world. But I think the main thing that I pray for is peace. And peace for me is boldly taking the chances and the action towards things that scare me. I'm not going to always know what something becomes. No one knows what one decision will turn into. The only thing we could do is believe. And that's all I am trying to do, is believe. I believe that my life experiences are meant to be shared. I believe that I have something to say. I believe that the things that I've been through were not just experiences, but were moments that I could speak on and talk about to someone. That's what I believe. I believe that maybe, just maybe, me being authentic, me expressing my truth, me allowing myself to be seen in ways that are vulnerable, that are selfless, that are transformative for myself, can simply evoke someone else to simply just go after something that they always wanted to do. I want people to have an understanding that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. If you truly believe that something shall be, then something shall be. And if you have that philosophy upon your life, if you believe that your reaction to your experiences shape what it is, then the way you feel about your life, then me and you, my dear, share something in common. My goal isn't to be perfect. My goal isn't even meant for anyone else. My goal is simply to allow myself to experience all this world could offer. And if sitting here for 20 minutes, speaking to a camera about my emotions, talking about the way that I feel, could help someone or could help me, then why not, you know? Why not allow myself to feel what it is my body is wanting to feel? I should. And I will. The only reason I didn't in the past is because I have fear surrounding my heart. I have fear that what it is I was doing and what it is I wanted to create was just never going to be received. And I don't know where that thought came from, but that's what happens when you don't give yourself any kind of time to process or to even try. Your mind is so used to you doing things one way that it will never like when you go against it. You automatically fill yourself up with fear because you're doing something that you never thought you were able to do. The fear is not here to stop you. The fear is here to motivate you, to change you, to evoke you. But the thing is, we run away from it before it even actually manifests into our lives. If there is something that you want to do, if there is something that you want to create, do it. Don't wait on anyone to make you feel seen. Don't wait on anyone to make you feel heard. Do what it is that you want to do. Because what you want to do is very unique, and what you want to do is strictly unique to your experience in your life. And if no one hears it from you, if no one hears it from your perspective, how would they ever know? How would you ever know? I really would want the viewer that this video finds to ask yourself what it is that you want. Ask yourself what it is you want to experience and why. Because there's something special in what it is that you want to do. And when you ask yourself these things, I don't want you to run away from the answer that comes to the mind. I don't want you to cloud yourself with fear of the unknown. I want you to simply just ask yourself what it is that you want in your life. Why do you believe that you deserve to experience such thing? Why that if you don't do this, it's going to literally consume you? These are the questions we don't ask ourselves. These are the questions we're sometimes too afraid to ask ourselves. We don't like to own up that we've been holding ourselves back from what it is that we are meant to experience. We don't like to take that accountability. We want our lives to be filled with some kind of unknown meaning or fact. But if you really ask yourself why something hasn't been what you wanted it to be, the answer is very simple. It's because you didn't really believe. You didn't really think it was possible for you. And I say this with the utmost respect for you. Because I too was someone who thought I didn't, felt guilty about having things that I enjoyed, or I felt guilty about experiencing life. I too am a victim of that experience we all know so clearly. We feel guilty for our success. We feel guilty for our experiences. We hold ourselves accountable. And I think it's important that if you don't allow yourself to have some kind of control over what it is that your life turns into, or what it is that you allow others to see about you, then you simply are just allowing control to happen. You're allowing yourself to be a victim. You're allowing yourself to say, that was just never in the cards for me. But what if it was? What if you just tried? What if you simply just put yourself out there and tried just to see what happens? What if that very thing that you said was not meant for you, that you were not worthy of, simply was? See, I believe if you have a dream, it isn't placed upon you for no reason. It's because you are meant to take action upon that dream. Even if it doesn't bring you fame or success, something else will awaken from that dream. And for what it's worth, you should just give yourself that experience of trying to make your dreams come true. So ask yourself, what is it that you desire? What is it that you yearn for? And why? And if it's something that cannot erase from you, if it's something that cannot shake from you, I believe it is meant to be acted upon. I love you. And thank you for just listening to me. Thank you for hearing me. And thank you for experiencing this. Each creation is a gift from me to you. To feel, to visually feel